What's up everybody, DZ for you today with another 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross video. Today's topic, combat class, what it is and how to increase it. Yeah, it's a rather big guide, so let's go, shall we? So first of all, combat class, what it is, it's this number you can see here, it's below the race of the units, yeah, and a complete summoned box combat class. So it's just all the combat classes of all your units added up, and there are here. As you can see, I'm at 2.345 million, so that's okay-ish. I think I'm in top 1 or top 0% on global, so it's okay, I would say. And that's the reason I make this guide, so I can show you how to reach this number and yeah, what are the tips and tricks you can get to increase your own box or character's combat class. So first point, what it is. So combat class is this number and what it say. So basically this number says all your base stats added together, so like 11k, 7k and this 127 divided by 3 plus 500 per each ultimate level. That's around the thing that you will get. So now we know how this number is about to calculate. And now, how to increase it? First of all, increase your gear. Like, if you remove your gear, you see the combat class drops. So it's 26k without gear. And if you equip gear, like, what the fuck did you recommend to me? Excuse me, now I just throw all the equipment back on Escanor and you have to watch it, I'm so sorry. But why the computer AI doesn't get... I don't get the point. But now we're back to 46k combat class. And so now we have the gear. The next one is like awaken your characters up to 6 stars. This will give you increased stats, and stats are basically the combat class. And what else can you do? Level up your characters, like up to level 80, because leveling up increases your base stats and that means your combat class will be increased. What else can you do? Get your characters costumes, because costumes are actual stats, like flat defense stats, flat attack stats when you're watching here, and flat HP stats as you can see here. So that is the thing in a nutshell. But how to get the maximum combat class of the unit? What's the golden way to push it really fast to the maximum? So as you can see, my Escanor is built on HP defense, and that's for a reason, because I want him to be tanky, and I totally get this, as you can see with the humongous amount of HP and defense he got. So he can tank literally everything, but that's not the point. This is a total great example for combat class. He is by far the unit with the most combat class in my box, and that's by a long shot, at least like 5k over, I would say Lost Wayne is the next one. So Lost Wayne got 41k and he also got full UR gear, but he got attack defense. And I would say Escanor has like higher base stats, but the main difference is that Escanor is on HP defense and melee is on attack defense. So HP defense gives you more combat class than attack defense, keep that in mind. So, and if you really want to push a character specifically, give him full costumes and like give him max level and max stars, and then he is fine for ungeared PvP, and for the whale PvP you need just UR gear, otherwise forget it. Like even in Gold 5 you get molested by 207 KCC dudes, I can tell you from experience. I did a video about it. And yeah, so that's the nutshell things. So what else can we do? Like, yeah, that's the things for specific characters. Now we will go outside of a single character and watch on the box as a whole, and how to increase the box combat class. Yeah, of course you need to increase every character by themselves, because they all added up. So what did I do? I just UR every character, as you can see, every character that I pulled, and level 60 him. And every character is like at least 5-star, so you can basically farm your combat class. So just for the stars, you can farm the awakening thing, so you can at least 5-star everything. And yeah, if you want to really grind that hard, you can 6-star everything. I'm on my way to this point, but 6 stars is a little bit more difficult because you don't drop that many 6-star Demon Blood and Water of Life than you do with 5 stars. Like 5 stars you can spend like there's no tomorrow, and 6 stars you have to be a little bit more careful. But if I really want to, I can push them really fast. So what's the next point? Yeah, so if you want to really fast increase all your combat class on your whole box, just throw on every character HP defense sets. I can show you how they are equipped, and as you can see, like HP defense, okay, I got the leftover set on the other Escanor, so I basically swapped the UR gears, and the other Escanor will not be without any gear, so he just pushed my box combat class. But oh yeah, I need to to gear up my Red King. But as you can see, I have HP defense here, HP defense there, HP defense, HP defense, 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 and yeah, HP defense sets on all characters is the, I would say, the golden way. But if you don't have that many full sets, at least, let's take a quick look just on Galant, it's a random pick. Just throw at least an orb, or even better, a belt on them, because belts give you the most HP stats, like orbs give you a little less HP. So if you really wanna push really fast, let me actually give him this one. So yeah, now my combat class, my box combat class also increased, like you can see, by a little bit. And if you do this with every character, you can push your combat class really high. And that's the whole secret, I would say. There are a little bit more twists, but if you liked it so far, subscribe or at least leave a like, thanks. And you don't forget about the Affinity things, because they give you costumes, and as I already told you, costumes are basically stats, and stats are basically combat classes. So, and even if there's a week like now without half stamina, you can go and farm food stages just for 4 stamina, the lowest one, and this costs you like about 0 stamina pots, because you can literally farm them forever. Like a whole day farming for 10 pots, I would say. So yeah, that's the thing with this and Affinity. And yeah, don't forget the pop-up shop. You can get their costumes for gold. They are just the SR ones, but they're just costumes, and costumes are combat class, so you can buy weak characters. Like you will never use Twigo. Actually, Twigo is a bad example because many people use him, but you can buy him his weapon in a shop, because that's his basic weapon, and this is a pop-up shop weapon. And other characters, like all the R characters, can get weapons from the pop-up shop for gold. So you can basically increase your combat class, box combat class, by just gold. And now team combat class is the next topic. So team combat class is like the box combat class, but just for 4 units. So you have the 3 main slots and the support slot, and combat class applies on all of them. Like it's just like for every single character, just add it all together. So, but on team building there is a little twist with this crossed swords, this social spirit link, I would say, is a special affinity. I don't know how to call them. I call it just spirit link. With this spirit link thing, you will basically get 1000 combat class on top. Like if you press that, you see that they have a special association together, and they give them bonus stats things. And for the units that you use in the support thing, use units you have 6 out of 6, because they give more percentage one. Like Jack Hauser, there is like increased 10%, 1% per each ult level increase. It's basically 5%, but if your character is 6 out of 6, it will increase to 10%. So keep that in mind. So it's better to give a unit without a special association. Like you can see, Blue Demon Melee has his ult increased to level 3, so he will give 7% of his base stats. But it's better in this example to give him like a unit like Hauser or Arthur that gets 10% maxed ultimate, so they give 10% of their buffs. I think you get the point. You get the point, yeah. And another thing for the whole box, get every unit 6 out of 6, at least for the R and SR ones. If I go through the R units, as you can see, they are all 6 out of 6. I max them all. Every R unit and SR unit is 6 out of 6. Because you pull them so frequently, it just doesn't matter. Keep in mind, when you're 6 out of 6 a unit, you give them 5 times 500 combat class, so that's 2500 combat class for each unit. And there are like, I think, 6 R units, so that's like 15k combat class increase, and maybe 20 SR ones. So yeah, that's a nice little increase, and I think that's all. Yeah. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye. Scoop. and Zeldris for president.